Going there, everybody? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing you guys a brand new One Piece chapter discussion. And for today's segment, guys, we're going to be talking about is chapter 864, the Vinsmoke family slaughter plot. Yes, folks, this chapter was just a continuation from the chaos that was invoked from the previous chapter. As we actually find, for the last chapter we left off as Brook actually destroyed Mother Caramel's photo. And now that in itself was just causing so much, maelstrom and just, it's irritating and frustrating freaking Big Mom at the point, and now she's just reached her high peak of just holding that anger in, that she just kind of basically just zones out in the middle of all this chaos because of the fact that, Jinbei is now, starting to rebel. Mother Caramel's photo, freaking, Capone, going at it in this, like, everything is just not going into her favor. That Capone's plans they're actually very, very much going according to plan as how Capone is going. That I'm starting to love how this chapter was actually going about. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that throughout this whole Cake Island arc itself, like, everything that's been leading up to this point right now, it's just as how Capone was just exactly planning it out. Everything is spot on. I tell you, folks, it is spot on. Granted, though, the thing that I do want to talk about and mention the fact is the Germa 66, as how everybody is talking about that. And that in itself is the fact that Germa 66 is such a huge disappointment because of the fact that Judge Vinsmoke, he's the only one that actually, not necessarily disappointed, it's more the fact that it surprised everybody at the fact that the way that he's reacting to Big Mom, because the fact that we all thought that the Vinsmoke family might have had like a backup plan as to what's going to be going on in the Tea Party in itself, but it seems that no, they lost their riot suits, they had no weapons. Vinsmoke family, they basically came in there just empty-handed, and it makes so much, it's just bringing all this into your head. Like, okay, I can see why that Vinsmoke is starting to, cry and just bring down the waterworks, is because he really wanted Big Mom's power and influence so that he can actually conquer the West Blue himself. He wants to be, he's thinking back at the times that how the Germa 66 was just that all-powerful army. And yes, granted that they have a strong army, but it's just not how it was previously. Before that, I felt that seeing Judge Vinsmoke in that manner and just crying his heart out, while the other brothers, Ichiji, Niji, they're just not even showing any glance of emotion. By that, I mean, they were literally at death's doors and not even flinching for a moment, not even having that scareful tactic invoked in them. Because, think about it, guys. Judge Vinsmoke actually took away that emotion from them, that they're just frolicking right there, just accepting their death as if they're really robots. And I personally thought that was a very powerful scene throughout the whole entire arc. The whole entire chapter, because you see Judge actually expressing himself, expressing the concern out of all the Vinsmoke family, and he's the only one that literally is just crying. And it's funny too, because he's kind of disappointed in terms of power too, as well. As you would think that the Vinsmoke family would actually do something in order to fight back, but no, they're accepting the death as if they can't even do nothing about it. I mean, come on. They can do something about it. It just doesn't, to me, it kind of doesn't make sense. Or maybe the next chapter, they might actually do that. The Vinsmoke family might actually change the plans. Or maybe Reiju might get hurt in the process. Or maybe Reiju might actually help the brothers say, you know what, you guys have to snap out of it and, protect yourselves. Like I said, there's a lot of things that might be going on with that might be actually helping the Vinsmoke family grow as character development. But needless to say, Reiju herself was actually, we all know she's accepting her death because of the fact that she knows that this isn't the way to live life, not being an emotionless puppet whatsoever. That I thought, whoa, like Reiju's going on some extreme levels right there. But like I said, we got to move on because the Vinsmoke family, like I said, huge disappointment. And, it's kind of expressing a lot of thoughts and concerns, too, as to how Sanji's going to deal with the Vinsmoke family as well. That how is he going to cope with that? Is he actually going to go save them with Luffy, or will one of them actually die? Like I said, will Reiju die? Like I said, it's bringing, a lot of speculation and theories as to, what's going on in this chapter itself that's actually happening. Now, I do want to talk another subject is the Charlotte brothers, the top ones, and that is Charlotte Oven and Charlotte Daifuku. As we see, Charlotte Daifuku, he is the one that has the devil fruit ability of the, I believe it was the lamp no fruit. That actually was pretty interesting because the fact that he reminded you of like a genie of some sorts. He rubs his body and like this this smoke or like some plume comes out of him, and it's embedded in like Armin and Hockey, and you see Sanji fighting against this character, and you're like wondering like, wow, you know, this is actually pretty interesting, the way that it was just this character was just, you know, drawn upon. And I love the fact that Oda like just did this character, because of the fact that he did it in the rightful moment, that it just has like a Disney aspect. And it's funny because also the fact that the way he treated Pudding was kind of like off-putting for a minute. It's like he seemed like something off like a Disney, but all of a sudden, hold on, this is Oda's version of like backslapping freaking Pudding at the back right there, and you wonder like, oh wait, what's going on here? What's going on? But the thing about that with Daifuku is the fact that he kind of leaves himself in a position where he's coloring the smoke itself, not necessarily himself, but his delve fruit ability. So he kind of relies too much on his delve fruit ability. I've been noticing a lot of the Big Mom family members, they rely too much on their delve fruit abilities, and that's another part of their weaknesses that I do want to mention is fact too. Because also with Charlotte Oven, another one of the Charlotte brothers, and this guy, he has the heat fruit, and Pedro was fighting against him. And you literally see, of course, that he's able to invoke heat. It seems like you could say like an adult ability that's involved with fire, as it seems that it might actually go with the epithet of, you know, of the food puns that is going around with the whole arc itself. But think about that with, like I said, with Oven and Daifuku, is the fact that they're relying too much on the adult fruit abilities, that they're not focusing on the fact that, you know, like for themselves, that let's say that, you know, that they just go straight off the bat. Delve fruit ability. Just like the same thing with Dogtooth himself, that in this chapter he's not relying on his delve fruit, but instead he's relying on his Hockey, to the point that he's not thinking straight. And by that I mean that he's not relying on his other senses. He's not relying on his own judgment. Instead, he's relying on his ability to see and predict the future. Because Capone Bege, in the chapter as well, he even said himself that you can only see the future. You can't predict or change it, because all of us are here and we're all changed. Like, I love the fact that Capone was actually talking to freaking Dogtooth in a manner that, you know, that is actually kind of, it's inspiring in the fact that, you know, that the future really isn't set. It's never set in stone. Like I said, all Dogtooth can really do really is just see the future. That I thought that was actually particularly interesting. And also the fact that the way that Capone handled the situation very comical at the same time, because of course Luffy was like, should I show Big Mom the photo picture right now? And of course you see freaking Capone going, no, not right now. And of course when Dogtooth comes, they're like, oh yeah, do it now, Luffy, do it now. That it seems like that's a perfect opportunity. I love the fact that that's how it was actually going about with freaking Capone, is the fact that with Luffy's own personality traits kind of just jump on Capone that quickly. And also the fact that Capone's character as well is actually very much going towards in a better character progression. I'm loving the fact that the way that Capone was introduced back when in the Shambodi arc is the fact that, you know, he seemed like a very cocky and pompous character, but no, now it seems that this character Capone is just that amazing. He's that amazing, and he's that freaking, like, he's intelligent to the T, folks. Like to the point that, you know, like, okay, you know, you gotta respect this character. This character here, guys, he's actually thought this through. That like his plan, it really is coming to fruition. That I'm loving the way that Capone is handling everything, and the fact that he's also taking charge too. That now that everything is going about a plan. And also with Brook himself, I do want to mention another thing is about Brook. Brook, folks. Brook seems that he's actually taking the situation by storm as well. Like I said, it's just all this chaos is going about. Capone, Jinbei, everything. Everybody's doing their own thing. Everybody's having their own time to shine. That it's very interesting, the fact that even Brook himself is actually, you know, making everything just as comical and as serious in the chapter itself, because, you know, we see, of course, Brook rip off the facial mask that I thought that was pretty hilarious too, right when everybody was like, oh my god, Luffy ripped his own face off, and of course it's just Brook is just like, oh no, this is my face, what are you guys talking about? Like, I just thought that was pretty interesting in itself. But there's nothing that also I do, like I said, there's just so much I want to talk about. Like, Jesus, I'm trying to condense this chapter into a freaking time frame. But the fact is that there's nothing I do want to talk about, and that in itself is freaking Big Mom. Big Mom, folks. What I want to know is, what exactly is she gonna do? I did see Roger's Base video prior to making this video, and that is, Roger's Base really did point out something, and that is the fact that Big Mom will she's gonna yell out so loud that it's going to break all the mirrors. I'm agreeing with Roger's base because that actually does make sense. That Big Mom is going to yell to a point that all the mirrors are going to break, and it's going to make the escape plan for the Straw Hat Pirate crew it's kind of making it difficult. Not necessarily impossible, it just makes it difficult because the fact that, you know, we see Caesar in the chapter as well, frolicking around in the mirror world, looking for his heart itself. Because remember, guys, Caesar, he hasn't gotten his heart back. So it goes along to say that, wait a minute, what's going to happen? How are they going to escape if they don't have the mirror? So, like, are they going to jump off, or is someone else going to come in and help the Straw Hat Pirates escape here? Or they are going to escape in Capone's body and run away? Like I said, it's bringing a lot of mystery and also a lot of speculation of what's going to happen and how the Straw Hats are going to escape in that theory that Roger's base made. That's what I'm kind of like thinking about too right now. And also the fact that I do want to mention too as well is the fact that Caesar's gas, I forgot the pesticide gas, the poisonous gas. Yes, the poison, folks, the poison. No, but no joke. But the gas itself, that in itself, that I'm actually interested in seeing as to how they're gonna actually use that in this scenario. Maybe that's how they're gonna be using their escape plan. They're gonna use the gas to immobilize everybody except Big Mom, and of course Big Mom is gonna be chasing them down. But of course she's gonna go off on a rampage. But the thing that I'm kind of worried about is here that who's gonna fire the gas gadget. Is it going to be the Straw Hat Pirates, or are they going to, if the gas invokes everybody, are they all going to get down, including some of the Straw Hat Pirates? Like I said, it's just all these you could say ideas that Capone has had is coming to fruition, but the fact that really the plan that will kind of have a little flaw in it is you could say Brulee's power. Is that, let's say if Brulee escapes in this upcoming like chapter as well, like, will that also hinder Capone's plan? Like I said, it's actually going about very interesting seeing as to how this is going to be playing out. Like, it just makes you think too. Like, I'm still pondering at the fact that like is Brulee still going to be, you know, captured throughout the whole entire time? And also, what's going to be going on with Caesar? Will he stay or will he go? Because I mean, he's got freaking Brulee. He can literally right now just escape if he wanted to. That's the thing about it. Freaking Caesar Clown can just literally leave the whole pirate crew themselves and maybe come back maybe whenever he wants. Or maybe they'll have another mirror maybe somewhere. Or maybe they might use some of the mirrors and throw them all together. I don't know how that would work out. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Maybe another person might have another mirror somewhere. I'm like trying to debate like also like what the heck is gonna go on. Like I said, I'm telling you guys, like the chapters is really going to go, and you know, Roger's base video really did make sense. But needless to say, let me know down in the comments below, guys, as to what you guys' thoughts on the chapter itself. What you guys think of the Vinsmoke family? Did you guys like not enjoy? I want to say enjoy seeing Grandma 66 crap, but what do you guys' thoughts on the Grandma 66? Do you guys think that they will actually escape the island, or do you guys think that this is really where they're going to be ending at? And also, do you guys think that Reiju will actually change the other Vinsmoke family members? You could say personalities, or you could say their flaws in emotion, or at least change them in some aspects in order to escape. Because I mean, come on, they're not really escaping because they're following their father's footsteps. They're literally just mindless bots saying, okay father, okay father, okay father, we'll listen to you to the very end. Like, you know, just like in a very monotone way. It's like, come on, you know, even Rager herself is seeing all the errors that her father is doing. But also, let me know also down as to what you guys' thoughts also on freaking Caesar Clown himself. Caesar Clown is also another important character that we have to watch out for. We have to watch out. Is he going to escape? Do you guys think he's actually going to stay till the end? Or do you guys, of course, after getting his heart, though, do you guys think he's going to leave or stay? Like I said, there's just so much speculation going on. But like I said, let me know down in the comments. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy my content, don't forget to give a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more One Piece chapter discussions. And as always, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. But this is Mr. Zen, signing out.